So this is a project that I started last year. I mentioned it in one of my videos last summer. I think I had only gotten a few rocks done over here. I have made significant progress. I'm probably about 100 feet down and have another 150 feet to go. But instead of buying all these stones, which would just be insanely expensive, I'm just gathering them up on Marketplace wherever I can find them for free. So that's why they're all a little mismatched and not perfect, but I kind of like the natural look on this property. So the progress I've made here, unfortunately I didn't have my camera on me when I had done this, so I'm just getting around to filming this section down here. But basically I'm just cutting into the hill a couple of feet, laying the rocks, putting a little bit of geotextile with some 3/4 neck gravel behind just for drainage. Now normally on just a single layer wall I wouldn't put drainage, but given the size of the hill back here in the winter when the ground is frozen, the runoff just creates these little tunnels underground and just washes all the soil down. So all these holes are just formed by melting snow and ice in the spring, or if we get a heavy rainfall in the winter. So I need to hold that back and just let the water pass through. So that's the reason for the geotextile and the gravel. So I'm going to continue the wall right along here. It's going to come around here. I'm going to remove all this overgrowth. The wall will continue here. I'm going to cut into the hill a little bit, and it's going to keep going right over to that tree right there, where it's going to meet up with the other stones that I had laid a couple of years ago. Now this one's even less perfect because these are all just stones that I dug up as I was excavating back here. So I just want the wall to meet up with it right here at this tree, and it'll go over there. So I should gain about another 10 to 12 feet of yard back here. So unfortunately it is a very long project. It's been going on for over a year now, and it will probably take about another year to finish, just because I can only do so much with the kids and a full-time job. It's not easy to find the time to work on this. So I only can get an hour or two every weekend to lay about another 4 or 5 stones, just because of the time that it takes to remove the dirt, position the stone, put the geotextile, put the gravel, and then cover the dirt in again. And as it settles, it starts to sink. So I just did that one a couple of weeks back, and it's already sunk a little bit, so I'm gonna have to top it up just to bring the level up, and then I'm gonna have to throw some seed down to stop any water erosion. So I figure I should be able to get to somewhere around here or just past here before winter, just given the amount of work that I have to remove all this overgrowth. I'm going to keep the pines. I like the look of the pines, so I had to remove quite a few vines that were stuck up here. There's some piles of it over there, and some other random weed trees that were growing in there. I'm going to keep the pines, and then everything else is going to come out, and it's just going to be the large trees and the pines. So definitely got my work cut out for me for this project, but I will do my best to make sure it's all on video. Alright, first section of the wall is complete, right down to that point by the kids' jungle gym. That's about all I'll be able to do for this year. Filled in the soil and behind the stones. I gotta pack it down a bit. It will settle, and then I'll have to fill it up again, but made use of this rock that was already buried. And then next year I will continue this wall once I clear all this underbrush. Basically everything that's not pine will come out all of this year, and then it'll meet up with the rock wall over there. And that's it for today.